Hey, everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Making Sense of It All. I am proud to bring you a couple of members of the Tin Cup Club. We are talking everything the Open Championship, the British Open, whatever you want to call it. I guess that's the first question I got for you guys. Blakely, what do you call it?
I call it the British Open.
All right, Mike?
Same. The Open Championship just sounds weird to me.
do,
Just doesn't roll off the tongue.
do you think that the Brits and all of them are like that they're insulted that we call it the British Open, or do you think that it just is what it is?
It is what it is. I don't know. I don't. I guess you know what? I'll volunteer to go over there and I'll just start polling them all. Just talking to them all. Let's do it.
La-
I mean,
Last,
they lost 250 years ago. I call it the British Open. I call it soccer. What am I gonna do? Yeah.
cheers to that. And on that note, boys, what you drinking? Blakely?
I went back a little Uncle Nearest mixed with a couple of different fruits in here today. So
Charging it up today. Padroni?
I got a barrel seagrass rye whiskey.
mm,
Uh, Finished in Martinique rum and apricot brandy barrels, 119 proof. So.
that's a
119.
119. My head hits the desk at some point during this. Sorry.
We'll, we'll blame it on the whisk. Blame it on the whisk.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I'm drinking, it's a Breckenridge bourbon whiskey. It's from Colorado. It's out of my whiskeys from around the world. I decided to try it again, Mike. I dove back into the box. So that's the baby bottle right there.
There you go.
what do you think of it?
I'm about to tell you here, boys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Not bad. Not bad at all. It's a little scotchy, like to me. Like that's how I would kind of um describe it. It doesn't have that same kind of sweet taste from like a bourbon from Kentucky or kind of from the Southeast. It's got a little bit more of a like what I would consider like a Scotch taste to it.
There you go. Nice.
So the British Open, the Open Championship, it really does have kind of a unique identity, being that it's the first. What is like what does it mean to you, Mike? Like as far as like does it have a certain identity to you? Is there something you think about when it comes around?
I mean, I think besides the Masters, I think it's one of the ones that has a true identity. And maybe it's because as Americans, we don't see this kind of style of golf rarely ever. To me, and I've said this in previous podcasts, it's my second favorite major. If you throw in the players, which I always do, it's my third. Um, I love links golf. Um, I think it's just so different from anything we're ever used to. Anytime we try to play these American linksy style courses, I try to play as much as I can. So I think it does have a true identity. You're as Americans over here, you're waking up early, you're putting it on early in the morning. You're seeing these guys getting blown around around with the wind. They've got hoodies on, they've got jackets on, you know, there's the gorse in the back. I mean, it's just got this feel and look to it that you just don't ever get to see. So I think it's definitely got an identity that it's just so different from what we're used to. And I think that's the major part of it that I'm drawn to it.
Yeah. Blakely, what do you like? What about you? Like, is there something about it that you like? Is it something that's attractive to you or what?
Well, since we've been doing this podcast around the majors and stuff, I started thinking about it a little more because originally I was just kind of like, oh, the British, it's one of the four. But like the more I think about it, I find it really cool. One of the reasons is because of what Mike said. It's completely different than what I go out and play normally. Even like how you guys said when we go to some courses that I'm like, oh, this visually is setting up like a links to me. It's not even the same, as you said, with somebody who's been there before. And then I always think of just like cold, bad weather, like not prime conditions. And if that makes me think like, I mean, I know I'm a kind of a sicko at times with golf, but can you imagine like in the late 1800s going out in the squalls that they have coming in and playing golf in all your coats and jackets. I couldn't. I mean, these guys are
And a
pretty
tie
well
on.
Don't
sick.
forget your tie. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, it's insane that they're out there in these conditions, um, playing playing golf, and so it's something that's intriguing to me, um, for sure. And
But wasn't it like
lastly,
four guys on the continent that were playing? I mean, it's like old time Morris, his son, young Tom
yeah,
Morris, and two of their friends.
yeah. But like the creativity that comes up, um, over there is intriguing to me too. Like I get creative on the golf course, but that's only because I'm in the woods and there's lots of different pathways you can take out of the trees to get back to the fairway. But over there, I mean, they're in the middle of the fairway and it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to put it all the way over here on the right, up and around that slope and let it come down over that hill and it'll nestle by the hole. And it's just like, wow, it's pretty cool. You get to see some cool stuff.
No doubt. No doubt. One of the things I like. I don't know if you've ever think about it when we think about other sports, or like Mike and I grew up playing baseball, and like it's like you think about like baseball's an American sport. It's inherently American, but really golf is inherently European. Like that's where it originated from. It originated from this area, and it's like one of the things I think about is that it was almost impossible or incredibly difficult for Americans to even get to this championship for years. I mean, you're talking about, I mean, until air travel became something very commonplace, people were taking steam engine ships over there to try to get to this championship if they wanted to play in it. So when a guy like Bobby Jones went over to the British Open and played it, I mean, it was a lot of work to even get there to do so. I mean, I think that that's something that's inherently unique about this compared to anything else that we consider a major here in this, in our country, is just how difficult it was to even attend it in the original years that this was played. I mean, that's different now. I mean, it's the world is a very small place in today's world, but I mean, for that at that point in time, when you look at the first 50 years of that championship or 30 something years of that championship, it's pretty impressive for the commitment that it took for Americans to even go over there and try to compete.
That's true.
Yeah, I can't imagine when they first got over there what what they thought when they stepped up to those, first few tees and they're like, what in the hell is this wind doing? I mean, and then they get to a second tee and the wind's doing something completely different, or now it's raining and they get to the third one and now the sun's out. It's like
Yeah.
they're used to being nestled in the pines of Georgia, and it's like I can't imagine back in those days what they were, when they got out there and started playing in those conditions, what it was. But Blakely said something that was actually perfect, creativity. I mean that's true. That's something that's going to bring out to you that others around here don't. I mean, you're just you're having to adjust every round. Like I can go out here and play this course at my home course, and I'm pretty much playing the same clubs, the same shot almost every single time. Again, unless I'm in the woods or, I'm somewhere I'm not supposed to be, but you can pretty much bank on it. I'm playing the same shots every single time, where you could play the exact same course every single day of the week and the same holes, and you're probably playing some sort of shot different every single time you play that hole. That's crazy to me to think that just because Mother Nature is going to just decide, all right, this is how you're going to play this hole today. That's awesome to me.
No, I agree with you 100%. And I think unless you've been in that situation, even like you play Kiowa, I think about Kiowa because that's one of the few courses that I've ever gotten to play where the wind is literally blowing, kind of what you just described from a weather perspective. I think that's the closest that I've seen here in the United States, where it's like you could be hitting 3 wood pitching wedge, and then the next, like if you're the next group through, and if the winds change direction, then you're hitting driver 5 iron. I mean, it's like I don't think we don't get much of that over here. You're 100% right.
No. I mean, you get Texas wedge every once in a while, but that's about as close as you get to what a Linksy golf selection would be.
Do you think, like, as far as like, I mean, when we talk about the golf course, like they're playing it at Royal Birkdale this year, and I mean, Royal Birkdale has what I think hosted 11 opens or whatever it is now. I mean,
This
like
will be the 11th.
this will be the 11th.
Yeah.
Like, so, I mean, there's it's kind of you get maybe like you said, sans the Masters. Like this is one of the few open or excuse me, the Open Championship. They have a rotation of very similar courses all the time. Blakely, do you think that I mean, do you think it's kind of horses for courses? Do you think that you'll see a lot of the same names from the last time that it played at Royal Birkdale, or do you think the fact that it is so, that Mother Nature plays such a huge impact in it, do you think that that kind of nullifies that horses for courses theory?
Well, I mean, I think it's still being a guy that hasn't played over there a real links course. It doesn't matter what, I mean, it doesn't matter how far you hit it. Like Mike said, there's different shots from the same spot depending upon the weather, um, depending upon the course conditions that they're going to have to play over there. I think that you will see people who play the links course as well. So some former champions, people who did well this last week at the Genesis. Those are the people I'm looking at. Um, some people's game just doesn't set up well for it. Not that they're not creative, but it just doesn't set up well for it.
Mike, what do you think?
Um, yeah, I mean, I just think if you look at the history, when's the last time they played there? Was it wasn't
17.
17.
We
2017.
17?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm like, I saw 17 with Spieth. I'm like, there's no way they haven't played since then. But
10 years ago
right, so
now.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I think the course, from what I read, I think has changed since then. Even Spieth, I think, commented about that. Um, so I don't
They,
think you
com
can look back at the history.
they
Um,
completely redesigned 5 holes is what it is. Like I think
okay.
there's five, like there were five holes that were redesigned. They increased, like they tried to increase the variety on the par threes. Um, I think a lot of the other stuff that they did was like adding drainage and things like that that were just kind of modernizing the course.
And was that the one where he like hit it into like the practice range and then he just a miraculous shot back into play and then he ended up going like 5 under, like he just went five, I think went 5 under or something the last 5 holes or something crazy like that on the way in. Yeah. Again, if he was at a top form, I'd say, yeah, course for the course, he's going to do well. Although an interview recently, he was saying that he's going to do better than people are going to give him credit for. Um,
I feel like he's
I
going to be
think
good.
I think he's going to do well. I'm not going to pick him, but I think he's going to do well. I may not pick him in my picks,
Mhm.
but I'm going to put a little money on him because you kind of have to. He's one of those that just kind of steps up every once in a while. He's played well enough this year where he can do it. Um, I don't think you look at the more for the course kind of guys. I think you look more for the style of play is what I look at. A lot of the Europeans and the English guys, Scottish guys, kind of guys that are used to playing in this kind of format. Although you had a Korean win last week, so I don't know. That kind of throws everything out the window.
Um,
So.
one other thing we were talking about is like, weather plays a pretty big role. Um, I was looking at, I think I saw it on live from the Open or whatever's on the Golf Channel. It's going to be like warmer. It's not going to
Yeah.
be that typical like cold. I don't think it's supposed to really rain, but it's still supposed to be pretty windy.
Yeah, there were guys wearing shorts during the practice rounds.
Yeah, which is crazy. And they say some people say that wind plays more a factor than rain. And I mean, so it's still going to be whipping around. So I think that the guys who are, like Mike said, are over there in Europe, play over there a lot more, experience these types of conditions, they probably have a leg up.
Yeah, I mean, I think I saw a comment somewhere where they said that Royal Birkdale is they consider it the fairest of the open venues just because a lot of this, there's not blind shots. They don't experience a ton of like kind of freaky bounces or anything like that on the course. And they feel like, I mean, I think the quote I heard was that if you hit a good shot, you get a good result, essentially. So, I mean, it kind of favors whoever's playing really well, who's sharp. And I mean, it's hard not to look at who did well last week in the Scottish Open and say these guys, those are the guys that you got to have, kind of lean towards being favorites.
Yeah.
And like in anything else over there, whoever stays out of these bunkers. I mean, some of these bunkers, you're basically it's a penalty shot. I mean, there's not a lot of water, there's not a lot of trees, there's not anything like that. But these bunkers can be the same thing. I mean, it's going to be if you're in one, some of these you're going straight out sideways. You're just laying up to the right and you're playing it again. So, and this one I believe has a ton of bunkers and some deep ones too, from what I've seen.
No
So
doubt.
just on it's on TV, but it's just you know that's another thing that it may look like it's all right there in front of you, but you put the ball in the wrong spot, you're in trouble quickly.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's one of the interesting parts is it seems like this is one of the only tournaments, or this is like when they start changing style of play, this is where you see a lot of players kind of alter their equipment as well. Maybe not everybody, but there are players that try to, gain an advantage or kind of improve their chances by improving their bag setup. What do you guys think about that? I mean, do you think it's a legit help, like as far as like with what technology and what equipment can do today, as far as helping these guys compete better when it comes to, different types of courses, Blakely?
Yeah, I mean, I think, like I was saying, it's not about who's hitting the long shot. It's about who can get creative with the clubs they have. I think you see a lot of people going with more driving irons off the tees, trying to keep it low, especially if the wind's going to be like 25 miles an hour. And as Mike mentioned, it's coming this way on one hole, two holes later, it's going completely opposite, or maybe now it's going across the fairway. So I think you see a lot of people opting for more like driving irons, and then um, using like maybe different lofted wedges because, like you said, it's hard as concrete. You need something to get it up and sit it down soft. Um, One thing that I was looking at, I know that we don't talk much on here about balls, but when we're hanging out and playing, we're talking about balls. But like, um, if you're trying to get these rollouts, playing the ball short, letting it roll up to the green, are they, would a tour player switch to something that didn't have as much spin? I know like around the greens, they want to be able to control everything, but if they're trying to let balls roll out, is that something that they would maybe opt for, something that spins a little less?
I
It's
don't
a
know.
good
I mean,
question.
I think they've just been playing the same ball for so long and did so much testing. I don't know if just they would
Switching
risk
the
it,
ball here.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Maybe just superstitiously. I mean, it
Yeah.
makes sense.
So artificial intelligence answered me, and they say tour players do not routinely switch balls for the British Open. In
Okay.
recent years, such changes have been extremely rare.
Okay.
Hmm.
I mean, I
Yeah,
guess
I
they
do.
work with those balls so much, they know how to hit
Yeah.
it to make it not spin.
They know their that's the thing though. They know their distances, they know their spin rates. Um, I don't know if they would consider doing that, but it makes sense.
This is kind of interesting, though.
Bryson would probably.
Yeah, he would. He'd be the first. Yeah.
So historically, before the ball was sized, like had a standard size in 1990, many players would switch to a smaller, low spin, quote unquote, British ball that would handle wind for in firmer links conditions, kind of like what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like they said Johnny Miller in 1976 used a two-piece ball to maximize distance into the wind. And then, but however, it says with the modern solid core ball already spinning lower than the old British ball, most pros now stick with the same ball that they've been trained on and fitted with their clubs. So there you
Nice.
go.
Yeah, I would say on equipment wise, I would think a lot would switch out maybe some of their higher lofted wedges and maybe bring in, like you said, a driving iron or something that is going to be a little more accurate off the tee because again, it's going to look wide open off the off the fairway or off the tee box, but you've got to hit the fairways. I mean, it's gonna reward your fairway hits, and you're still gonna be having hits and fairways and stay out of the bunkers and stay out of the you know rough and or fescue, whatever they call it over there.
Yeah.
So I see some of those higher lofted wedges probably out of there. Maybe some just leave everything the way it is. Just keep going. So
I think that one of the biggest things that they talk about people changing is their bounces on their wedges. As far as like,
yeah,
so opting for much lower bounce wedges because the turf is so hard and the ball isn't eating through like, like just slicing through the turf like it does over here in the United States. So I think that is a big difference, I think, for a lot of those guys. They may not change the setup as far as what loft wedges or anything, but I think a lot of them change their bounce setup.
That would make sense.
The other thing that I've seen or that I've heard people talking about is like as far as just adding lead tape to their putters because you're talking about much slower greens over there. So instead of changing their putter or anything else, and they may add some, I mean, in today's setup you can change weights and stuff like that, but a lot of people like Tiger Woods used to add lead tape to the back of his putter, like when he would go to the British Open for a lot of these slower greens.
Huh.
So
That's interesting.
Yeah, I
yeah.
didn't even think about that.
One of the things I think it's kind of interesting, like when you're talking about like driving irons, you're talking about all of these things because you're 100% right. Like you look at like I think you brought up Bryson DeChambeau and like Bryson's a tinker or Bryson changes stuff. Hell, he changes stuff every tournament it seems like. But like you look at a guy like Tiger Woods, and Tiger Woods would sit there. I mean, my God, I mean he would just take what he had and he made it work the way he wanted it to. And granted, he is Tiger Woods. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying that guys should be Tiger Woods, but it is impressive. Like when you think about like the people that would essentially fit their game to the course rather than trying to gain an advantage through equipment. Even though I mean, we've seen very successful, very good players do it like throughout the history. I mean, like, I think about Mickelson with two drivers at Augusta, winning Augusta with different bag setups at different times too.
Yeah, I
So
mean, who was it? Doesn't Fleetwood have two drivers, or he has a mini and a driver, doesn't he?
yeah, I think so. A mini and a
Yeah.
driver. Well, speaking of that, like, do you guys have like any storylines that you're excited about? Anybody that you're kind of, you know, like not trying to upset anybody's picks here, but just like anything that you're interested in going into this as far as individual player storylines?
I think I got two. I got one, let's see how Scotty bounces back from his first missed cut.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll just come back and win. Um, but it's interesting, how many was 78? Um, and just see, and he didn't play bad. I mean, it was just a very, very low scoring tournament. And then the other one is Wyndham. What a year he's having. And see if he can just keep this up and just keep playing the way he's been playing. Um, he's interesting to see if he just continues to go, the way he's been doing it. Interested in both of those guys, and maybe he'll have more cheers in the UK than he did in the United States. Yeah.
Well, I don't know about the latter part, but I do think Wyndham is his arrow is pointing up. I mean, the guy's playing good golf. Um, at some point, people got to let it go. You know, uh, and just just watch him play well and celebrate it. So that is something interesting to look at. I honestly, and this is probably going to be played all over the golf channel, but like I want to see what Spieth does. I know he won here 10 years ago. I I like to see him around. And I want to see him winning again. He's
Yeah.
and if not that, at least hit it all over the course and still make par. He's interesting to watch. And so I would like to see how he does.
Yeah. No, I think so. I mean, all of that sounds interesting to me as well. Bryson DeChambeau has done terrible in all the majors. He's missed all the cuts. I mean, it's almost like I'll take it either way. Like either come out and play as well as you possibly can, or go out there like a blaze of glory and miss the fourth cut for the year. Either way, I'm interested.
He might as well go for four.
I'd like to see if he comes out in his old hat, since he's playing in England. Yeah.
There you go, right
Right?
here.
Yeah.
There you go. Absolutely.
Tommy winning his first major out in his home country would be cool.
Yeah, that would be
That'd be awesome.
yeah, or you get Aaron Wright winning another one there, Mike.
Yeah. I think we can all forego that.
Man, Aaron Wright. It's gonna be
So,
Spieth.
God, that'd be cool. If it was Spieth, that would
It'd be awesome.
that would be
Yeah.
pretty cool. I mean, the guy just hasn't put together 4 rounds in a long time. Like it's been years now. I mean, I kind of think, it's crazy because honestly, people talk about Brooks Koepka and how much like kind of like how he's had a, kind of a harsh couple of years, but Brooks Koepka, it hadn't been that long ago that Brooks Koepka won the PGA championship. And so, I mean, to me, I figure that guy's just a matter of time. Like he's just, I mean, he has, he's been a little cold with the putter.
I mean, but it's all how you look at it and how it gets delivered to us by like the golf media. Because Oh, hello.
Hold on,
There you go. You're off mute
can't hear
now.
yet.
There we go.
The sound travels slower from Canada. Yeah.
Shelton, thanks for joining us.
Hold on, I can't hear yet.
I don't need to know that.
Can you hear now? Hello.
You're just giving me more editing to do.
Um, what I was saying though was
We can
like
talk right now. He's gonna edit all this out. So,
uh
oh,
Oh, keep going.
are you
oh, okay, all right.
I'm leaving this shit in.
All right, let's leave it. Fuck it, we're going live.
can you hear now?
I can hear now. I
There
saw
we
a
go.
lot of good stuff. What's going on, boys?
Very good.
Not much, man. How are you?
Full. Just ate a lot of picana at the Brazilian steakhouse here in Niagara Falls, Canada.
Why? Like, why would you go up there and eat Brazilian food?
Because I have a 13-year-old son that can just likes to eat.
I
Is it
mean,
one of those places where you do the little paddle?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
It
I'll
was,
have to take a nap after.
the steak was up there with the reunion steak from a few years ago. If you remember Padron.
what is that like? What is like? Are you on the Toronto side? Or are you on the American side?
We are on the Toronto side.
Okay, so what is like I guess like culturally like native food to Toronto? I don't even know.
Poutine, baby.
Poutine, baby.
Yeah, fries and
French
bullshit.
fries and gravy. Have you ever seen Super Troopers?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, almost made it.
Meow.
Let me get my hat on real quick so you don't have to see this mop.
Looks good, man.
Yeah.
Longer than yours.
Yeah, everybody does. Doesn't take much. Yeah.
Not everybody.
Yeah.
So Shelton, we were that's true. So Shelton, we were just talking about kind of what, like people you're looking forward to watching, like things that you're kind of excited about. Like whether it's individual player stories or just overall stories for this British Open.
I think I've said it before, and it may be sacrilege here in the US with the Masters and TBC, but this is my favorite golf tournament to watch. I love links golf. Um, Other than the fact it comes on at 1 in the morning, and I don't get to watch most of it, but it's just a whole different game of golf. Like you hit a great shot, you're penalized. You hit a terrible shot, you're rewarded. Um, and then just going into to see how these European guys do over there. Like when we get to the picks in a little bit, I don't know how much has been discussed. This is I love watching this tournament.
Yeah, no, I think I mean, it's definitely unique. It's definitely different than everything else that we get to see throughout the year. And I'm going to mention this. I don't think we have to belabor this point, but I think it's impressive. So the 2017 Open that was at Royal Birkdale, 2017, they had 235,000 spectators. This week, they are planning on having for the 2026 Open, they are planning to have over 300,000 spectators on the grounds at Royal Birkdale. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, it was a lot of people to move in the first place, but think about having to house those spectators, having to bring those people onto the grounds, like, have available hotel rooms, as far as like that tourism impact, think about how freaking amazing that is for that area, as far as what kind of an economic impact that's going to have on them.
Do you know how many people live there?
Not that many.
90,000.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
that
kind of
sounds
crazy.
almost impossible.
Yeah. 90,000 people live there. 300 plus are visiting. What is it, 250 plus million in revenue that they'll bring in. I mean, it's cool. I also saw something about the RNA has and it's been, maybe that's why they've been back 11 times. They have an open legacy fund for Southport. And over the years, they've been doing improvements for that town, and the RNA has established this fund. They've done like peer projects, they've done job trainings, community facilities, everything for that town over these last however many years, and that's all comes from money from this. So it's an ongoing. They constantly improving Southport and everything to do with that city. So I mean, they just constantly make money from and improve because of this one tournament. It's really, really cool to see.
That is neat.
There's a 6% increase in their home values after the 2017 Open. Like literally, the people who live in Southport saw an immediate 6% increase in their housing values. Pretty cool.
Damn.
That is
Jeez. More than COVID.
So when I was in Adair last summer, like they're having the Ryder Cup in 2028 and or 27. Excuse me. So they were actually building roads, building infrastructure so that they could support the amount of people that are going to be coming into Adair. So it's like you think about any of these small towns where they have 90,000 people or whatever it is, like they've got to literally plan on these things and rebuild their infrastructure, create things to support the amount of people that they're bringing in for these championships. I mean, it's a boon for them from all different directions. Speechless, I think.
I mean, they probably get tourism after too, right?
Oh, no doubt. Think about it. You
Yeah.
want to go, I mean, anywhere that's not a private course where you can't play it. I mean,
Yeah.
you're going to
I mean, because
get,
they're about to be like the center of golf, you know?
right. You're going to get idiots like us that want to book travel and go play.
Yeah.
Or Niagara.
100%.
They've done it pretty good from what I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, until somebody digs a trench and builds a better waterfall, I think they got a corner on that market.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
So, okay, from y'all's perspective, one thing that you're looking before we go to picks, I'll ask you guys all this. One thing that you're looking forward to the most about this week and watching it. Doesn't have to be a player, doesn't have to be a story, but just something that you're looking forward to. Blakely, I'll go with you because
Well,
like you're deep in thought.
Yeah. That's just because I never know what's going on.
He was confused.
I mean, I just go back to the creativity. The one thing I'm looking forward to is seeing those shots that's like, I didn't see that. When I looked at where this guy's ball landed, I didn't see that you could attack the pin that way. I always, because for some reason I have this affinity for Cam Smith, go back to that one championship where he was just a wizard off the fringe and around the greens. He hit a lot of shots that seemed impossible. I remember he was putting it up and over around the bunker and down to the flag. He hit it within like 2 feet or something silly like that.
Yeah, he made himself a fan for life.
Yeah, yeah. I'm out there on the end of his dock on Tuesdays. He never comes out. But yeah, so I'm just looking forward to that.
Sheldon, what about you? What are you looking forward to most?
Just to see how these guys play the course. Like Blakely just said, I remember Cam Smith being on, was it 17 or 18 at St. Andrews and having to putt up and just give himself a chance to make the 20-foot putt. See how these guys manage the course. Tiger, what year was that? When he never hit a single bunker the whole entire week. Are you going to try to use your distance and take advantage of everything? Or are you just going to try to play the shots and see what happens? I think that is the most unique thing about this tournament.
No doubt. Sheldon, what you drinking? I got to ask after that.
I'm drinking a Saranac Growler Hazy IPA.
Nice. Patron?
Sorry, I was a little distracted during those answers because Jack Taglione here is hitting 477-foot home runs. Absolute monster. Sorry. I'm looking forward to Aaron Rye playing in front of his home crowd. I want to see that man go off this weekend
Nice.
with his two gloves.
So my favorite thing, what I'm looking forward to and what I always look forward to is being able to wake up in the morning, flip the TV on, and major championship golf is on my television. That's my absolute favorite thing about this week is that there's something cool to watch right when I wake up, whether it's, watch it for an hour or two before I go to work, or if it's on the weekend and you can watch it till 2 p.m, whatever it is. That's my favorite thing about this week every time. Doesn't matter what happens on the course. I just enjoy that part of it.
That is pretty cool. I do like that a lot.
All right, with that, boys, I'm going to turn it over to you, Mike, for picks.
Yes, sir. All right. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. So I shrunk my lead, but I'm still in it.
Nice.
Um, where are the leads here? Oh, at 3.996 million. Jesse's in second, 3.408. Blakely in third with 2.890. Shelton in fourth at 2.287, and Wes at 2.071. So he'll pick first. And he's going to pick Scotty Scheffler with his first pick. And I already had Shelton's pick written down, but he can pick whoever he wants now.
I will stick with the pick and go with Rory McIlroy.
There you go. Sweet. And Blakely, you're up next. If you need to know who you can't pick, let me know.
Oh yeah, toss that out.
You cannot pick Rosie. You can't pick Matsuyama. You cannot pick Oberg. You can't pick Fleetwood, Rory, or Xander.
All right, well,
Cam
I'll
Smith
say
is available.
it's a little bit of bullshit that I don't get to have Scotty Scheffler this year. Um, and I will say Fitzpatrick.
Which one?
Which one? I mean, I love his brother, but I'm going with Matt. I want the
There you
schedule,
go. All
baby.
right. Jesse?
I'm taking Tommy Fleetwood.
Tell me. Make sure you're good there. Yeah, you got Bryson Fitz, Rory Rom, Brooks, and Hatton. So I cannot pick Rom. I can't pick Oberg. Where am I here? Bryson, JT. JT was clutch for me that day. Scheffler or Reed. So I am going. I got back to back, don't I?
You
Jeez.
do.
I cannot pick Oberg. I already picked him. So I'm going to go Bobby Mack.
Like that one.
Damn it.
And did I already pick him? I have not. And Terrell Hatton.
Oh, getting real European.
It's in my blood. Not really, but all right, we're gonna go Hatton and who was it? Bobby Mack. So back to stakes.
I'm gonna take the Jersey Shore monster himself, Chris Gotterup.
He looked good.
Yeah, he does. Got her up. And all right, back to Blakely.
Um, yeah, man, I'm thinking about getting crazy.
That's what I did. I probably should have gone safer, but with the
Um,
lead.
did I pick Wyndham? I mean, did someone already pick Wyndham Clark?
No,
I don't think he's been picked all year, has he?
no.
I mean, for me, it's between him and Spieth. I feel good about Spieth, but like he's gonna probably miss the cut. So, um, I'm gonna rage with Wyndham, man.
All right, you got it. I mean, you can't deny the streak he's on, man.
Yeah, his arrow's pointing up.
Yeah, he's playing well. All right,
The,
Sheldon.
the lockers are probably worried about him, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
I guess I will go Cam Young.
Cam Young is yours.
He was on my list.
So Wes ends up with Scotty and Rom.
Could be really good or really bad.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
could be really good.
Couldn't all these
Worse.
picks be really good or really bad?
That's true. All right, so to wrap it up, Wes got Scotty and Rom, Shelton, Rory, and Cam Young, Blakely, Fitz, and Wyndham. Stakes, Tommy and Goddard, and I went with Bobby Mack and Terrell Hatton.
Good
No,
deal.
no.
You gotta get an English boy in there, man.
Sorry, I think I picked Cam earlier. I had the wrong Cam.
You want
Okay.
Cam Smith?
No,
Oh,
Been playing
I
pretty
have to
well.
go Victor Hovland.
Victor Hovland. I like that one too.
That dude's been hanging out at hockey games high as hell, so I don't know if he'll be doing
Yeah, that guy's he is zooted 100% of the time.
I like on a side note, I like Rosie this week too.
I know. I wish I could take
He
him.
was on my list.
I had to get one Englishman in there. I had to go Hatton. All right.
All right,
That's
boys.
it for me, man.
I enjoyed it. Everybody cheers. Enjoy the week.
Appreciate it, man.
Shelton, do goat down the falls in a barrel.
He already
Cheers,
did
mate.
it.
There was a
He
picture
already
here
did it.
somewhere. I was trying to add it to my profile picture, but we couldn't figure it out in time.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
All right, we'll
Cheers,
catch
brothers.
catch you guys down the road.
This is him going down a barrel. All right, later.